Hi guys, I'm Milena, and we're watching, believe it or not, we're watching third episode for today. This one comes out potentially in March. No, it's not March, but like the end of February. Now it's 10th of February, so we're pre-filming this for no other reason than our own enjoyment.
I mean, there is reasons we need to film some things, but like still, we don't have Hunter for tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like, why the fuck are we filming this?
Yes, we are filming this like for 25th of February, maybe,
I don't know. This makes no sense for us.
No sense.
But like, it's just, we just need to do it.
It is what it is.
Yeah,
it's our life right now.
We need to accept it. Like, we just finished episode 10 of season 2. I don't know how the rest of you waited. We can't. The rest of you had to wait for months, but we do not. So we are just gonna use the opportunity that is presented to us. And I literally feel like a drug addict. And like, this is my drug. Like, I can't just sad. Not play. But like, I at the same time, because we are playing so much, we're just gonna steamroll through this.
Yeah.
So fast.
And I don't want that.
Me neither. So like, what do we do?
I want to have it for so long.
Me too. And yet we're not gonna have it for so long. We're like in the middle of it.
This is gonna be the show that I hope is gonna be better on as good on rewatch as it is when you don't know the story, because I'm gonna rewatch this.
Yeah.
I can't wait to rewatch this.
Yeah. I don't know where everything leaves us now. Everything that has happened. I mean, our boys are going back to Nassau, and Jack and Max have the gold. And so what I think we should do right now is literally all sing Kumbaya together. And band together, because everyone else is going to come against us and want to kill us. So, what else realistically are we all gonna do than band together?
What is the better story than that?
Exactly.
Like, we watched seasons of them trying to kill each other, trying to get the place, get the goal, get this, get that. And at the end of the day, figure out that they have a fucking common enemy.
England.
Exactly. World. And that they should join together.
Yeah.
I want that. And I love that.
Me too. So I hope that we can all be reasonable and see what we all need to do to make Nassau flourish. You know what I mean? Is it realistic? Yes. Maybe not. But this is a show, so make it happen. Just be unrealistic.
Just make it happen.
I don't know how Flint's mental state is gonna be this season. We saw what happened the last season now with Miranda. That was the nail in his coffin, and he was like already fucking laying in his coffin. So I don't know what we're gonna do with his character in this season. I don't know. I don't know what any character is gonna do whatsoever. But I'm looking forward to seeing all of their progressions. I think this is a season where we might learn John's backstory. I would love to know, and I'm very much looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to everything. I want to see Max becoming kind of queen. I think a queen from the shadows. That's what she says. It's the best to rule. In a way that makes people not think that you are that you have command over them or whatever. Yeah. I really want to see that. We already mentioned that Eleanor, I don't want to see what she's gonna have to go through. I don't think it's gonna be nice.
The only story that I can't say I'm excited about to see, because I don't think it's gonna be a pleasant one, and I have no idea where the finish goal is, what is gonna happen at the end. You know. Yeah. So I am not excited about that.
I don't think anyone is. I could speak more about it, but we have seen 2 episodes, and we have been speaking about those 2 episodes for 2 hours. So let me see the third one for today.
Can't wait to see our boys and girls. Specifically one. Specifically.
There's just one boy, and his name is Vane.
No, his name is my love.
Vane?
No.
I don't know who you're talking about.
I don't think anybody is confused here. I think
I would kind of say that right now, Vane and Flint are kind of both your favorites, right?
I thought you were gonna say Vane and Flint are on the same place for you, because for me, you saying that to me, everybody knows it's a joke, you know. But if you said that for yourself, I would be how dare you? How did I ever leave an impression? No, but
that they are close to each other.
No, but if you say it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you say it for me, then what do you know? But if you say it for yourself,
yeah,
then how dare you?
Yeah, but if I said it for myself, I would think that you would know it has to be a lie.
Then you just said it to hurt me. It's even worse.
If this pains you.
It does. It would pain me, honestly.
Listen, you fucking bitch. I have a problem with you. He deserves that fort more than you.
And I want to pull the lever with my hand too.
Oh my god.
This is the most shocking moment in my life.
Yeah. Honestly, it rarely happens that we don't expect a person to die at all in that episode. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somehow we always think, oh, potentially that person can die, but in this episode,
Everyone is a
no.
monster.
Ship? Which one?
I don't know. It looks like very blue water, so like I'm assuming Nassau, but
Are we coming to NASA or?
are we already there? Like, are we already like in the future?
I don't
Like,
know.
has time passed?
Oh, somebody's swimming? Oh, it's not.
Seagulls. Bath?
Carolina.
Bath. Maybe we're continuing right off.
This does seem like we're watching from a person, literally. Interesting directing. What are we gonna see here?
The British.
Is this us? No?
How dare you? He is Ginger, he is not Flint.
Who's this person?
If it's Thomas.
Imagine. I know it's not.
Would you scream though?
I would scream from the top of my lungs, literally.
You're Drummond.
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 There is your wife.
Mary.
Okay.
There is our sister. Either you're going to be her current husband or her late one.
I would be more afraid of Drummond than you.
Yeah, I agree. We don't even see his face, so that tells me something.
Why such mystery around him?
You're coming with us.
That's what I want to say as well.
I understand your anger. There is no forever. Everything moves towards its end. The closer we get to ours, the louder that clock ticks, the less a sane man would let a promise deprive him of happiness. I imagine she told you I retired from a prosperous trade to settle with her here. But what she likely did not mention is that that trade was high seas piracy. Second, she told you my name was Drummond.
Which is not.
But when I plied that trade, I was called Teach.
That's even scarier.
And third, she clearly led you to believe that you could point your sword in my direction.
Run.
Survive. Is
Run.
Oh god.
Oh my god, run. What is that?
I don't know.
Those are guns and sword.
This
I
too was something less than the truth.
We don't know
I
him.
feel like I know the actor.
I don't recognize.
Well, he just killed his wife's brothers. Not only he is divorcing her.
But he murdered their brothers. Her brothers.
Nassau awaits.
Why?
Let us away.
This one is terrified of him.
Why?
Am I supposed to be terrified as well? We don't need new problems.
Why did this have to happen? Why couldn't we be? Maybe he wants
I
to
don't need new problems. What did
join
he
us
say?
or something.
No, what did he say? Like he was talking about that, like
Forever?
no raid, like that something was a pirate raid. What did he say?
I don't know. Who is that?
Maybe don't ask. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't ask. How do you just start an episode like this? I don't know who's attacking who. I don't know where we are at the moment. Is it Nassau? Is it Bath? Is it...
I would suspect
Who's
it's
killing
not
who?
so.
No, that
No,
looks
it's
like
not
the
Nassau,
army.
yeah, see
So
the heads.
it's pirates attacking
Yeah.
where?
Somewhere in England, I guess.
Are those our guys
They don't
killing
look-
people?
I don't know. I was about to say I don't support this.
Now when it's Flint, it's fucking Flint, I swear to God.
Yeah, literally.
I feel like I don't support it. Maybe I do.
Wait, who's that?
I don't know, the blonde woman.
I
or
don't know.
guy.
I was like, is it Eleanor? Like it's not.
That's Flint. I reckon. Oh! Yo, look. Oh my god, everyone always cuts their hair when they go through a breakup.
Which day?
I so support this.
Their magistrates failed for piracy. They all received
armed and served against a pirate would hear my answer. You must have known. You must have heard.
I'm not
Oh my god,
breathing.
we're going for fucking vengeance as we should.
Shows telling those three men in your square.
If I let my fear of you prevent me from enforcing the law, then civilization in this place is dead.
Civilization.
I also know that most of those other magistrates you visited, they were corrupt men. Dishonest men.
But you're the one that's honest.
I wagered that despite all I'd heard about you, your mercilessness, your cruelty, that you could tell the difference. That you could see I was an honest man.
Oh god. I was like, I knew he was thinking about that, but I didn't think I was
Look
gonna
at
have
his
to see it.
eyes. Look at his eyes. The actor is fucking phenomenal, honestly.
How have
I
not
want to
seen
cry
him
when I
in
look
everything?
at whatever he. I know words, honestly.
What has happened?
Oh,
Boy, even with... Oh my god. This is his look.
What's the ponderous stove?
You should keep that look.
Looks like we're gone at a good haul.
Oh my god, he has never looked better.
Not all of them.
but,
He is as pretty as
but
always.
Flint looks good as
Flint
well.
looks fucking great, but he's heartbroken, so I feel sad.
Yes.
Vanguard before we go over the side again. He's getting worse.
Yeah.
He's fine.
I think Billy wants to lie to himself. How long has it passed and what is happening? Because like right now we are like
I don't
on a mission to kill people that kill pirates.
exactly. I don't know what's happening.
He
in
is like the
Nassau.
pirate revenger. Hello.
Oh.
Is it who?
Right where she's supposed to be.
Oh my god! They are all working
Okay,
together.
they're all working together.
Alongside.
These men are jumping ship.
The honest men. There's cargo. When Jack asked me to hunt her, he said she was hauling timber. Said the supplies were badly needed for fort repairs.
A fort, okay.
Funny. I don't remember him saying anything about slaves.
Would destroy them. Honestly, if he came at me like that, I fucking
would miss as
shiver.
well.
No, I would not even. I would be just like, well, I would shoot myself. If I
Yeah,
have one bullet,
Yeah.
You know who I am. What you cannot know is where I come from. What I once was. If you knew that, I imagine you would have made different choices today.
is it because they threw the slaves?
They drew the slaves, yeah. Interesting.
Vain.
Interesting.
Boy, let me tell you. If you're talking about what I think you're talking about,
Oh.
you will rise high.
Miss Guthrie.
He is constantly talking about being free or something.
Yeah, I don't think he would like
Is pronounced.
having slaves.
I'm terrified.
When Captains Flint and Racker made their pact those months ago, settled their differences over the possession of the Earl Hold, they asked me to oversee the restoration of the fort, to ensure the
So
site
pretty.
is protected.
Yeah.
But without the men to do the work, there is no progress. The fort remains compromised and we are all exposed. And since Captain Vernon's crew walked off the site, there's been little to no labor provided to me at all.
It's only been a few days.
You wanted to replace Eleanor. She was the one Messiah relied upon to solve those problems no one else could or would. I hope for all our sakes you are up to the task.
He said he would see this done.
Jack?
He assured everyone he would be responsible for restoring the fort. The street comes to me with the problems it cannot solve for itself, and right now Jack is first among them.
The toilet. It's an actual cello being played.
She's got a right to be angry. Her share of the gold is sitting up there, along with mine.
And mine. Please, relate to whom you must. Jack Rackham is not lazy.
Jack Rackham is not stupid, Jack Rackham is not blind, and Jack Rackham is not unaware that currently there are no men working on that fort. That said, on the list of people on this island who are most concerned with seeing that fort restored, there is everyone else, and then there is one name. It's way at the top of it. Jack Rackham. Jack Rackham, exactly.
Treat me like I'm someone else. I'm on your fucking side of this. Same as I've always been. I am just asking you to tell me
What happens?
Jack! I'm about to find out.
Oh.
Because of the slaves? What is happening?
Oh, he was maybe, yeah.
Because like he said, like he didn't tell him about this. You're looking so good, my boy.
Yeah.
You too. Why would you ever sneak up on him? I don't think he sleeps with one fucking eye open.
Your days of approaching unannounced.
Oh.
But now that that's sorted, there is another replacement on the Vanguard that we should discuss.
Who's that?
You.
Is that so?
Now it would seem your days of approaching unannounced may also be at an end. Every time you go ashore, there is a risk you don't return. A risk Nassau loses its most recognizable figure, and a risk that would seem to be escalating.
We're fighting a war to protect Nassau. A war in which our most effective weapon is the fear that we can instill in our enemies. We've succeeded in making Captain Flint the name of grim death to all of them. The only way that we can ensure that story continues is if he is the one telling it.
We've been assigned responsibility for raids we were nowhere near. Jesus, I've been given credit for having been a part of some of them. They are so terrified of you, they're terrified of me. No, I'll decide. This crew has spilled a great deal of blood to make your name what it is. It doesn't belong to you. It's a jointly held asset, belonging to every man on this crew who sacrificed some part of himself to build it. They have a say about how it is managed, and I am the voice of it. It is clear to me that this raid was more dangerous than the last.
He literally needs to go and kill, you know what I mean? He is...
I understand. This is all incredibly personal to you after the loss of Mrs. Barber.
No, wait a minute.
And I understand the burden of playing the role you currently play must be taking a toll even you cannot fully comprehend.
Stop.
Now you have wormed your way into the heads of the men out there, and they've granted you authority over them because of it. But in my head, you are not welcome.
It's worse than I feared. The wound should be far
It is worse than I feared.
Have you been cleaning it as we discussed?
Oh.
When I can.
I understand your aversion to being seen using the crutches.
Well, if you understand it, I wish you'd stop hectoring me about it.
But the boot was never intended for a wound this new.
Boy, get on the fucking
Until you
crutches.
some of the pressure, the wound will only continue to get more irritated.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
While
No.
we wait on a moving deck.
No.
Manage.
No, you
As
won't.
the decay progresses, I'll have to remove more of your leg.
No.
Boy, no one will think
No.
less of you for losing crutches. Oh my god, stop that.
Please let me explain.
God.
What is there to explain?
Explain, I don't know
You
what's
couldn't
happening.
figure out how to repair the fort, so you lured me into capturing a ship full of slaves.
Oh.
Solidly. What the fuck made you think I would just hand them over to you, knowing what you know of me?
The three of us stood in this room, you, Flint, and I, and we agreed that the fort's restoration was critical to Nassau's security.
We agreed you would hire men to restore it.
I tried that.
Then you're going to need to try harder.
How? I offer the men exorbitant wages to do the work. Do you know what they say? You can afford more. We want double that. All right, double it. It's a deal. Fuck it. Do you know what they say then? You can't tell us what to do. We're free men. We'll work when we please. Would you like to take a guess how that is going?
I stood between you and him, Jack. When Flint was ready to wage war against you over the gold, I was the one who said you would manage it as well as anyone could. For the good of this place, I was the one who said you could be trusted.
Why? I'll tell you why, because you and I have been through enough shit for you to know that I would do the same for you, that I have done the same for you, and would again without hesitation. I made a commitment to you, with you, to restore this place, make it strong again. I see no other way to have it done. And I will have it done. I will move heaven and earth to have it done, because I refuse to let you down. Please know that I meant no slight word, no lack of respect or friendship.
Mine is
Boy.
Boy, I'm gonna get to the fucking
Boy.
crutches. What is wrong
I'm gonna
with
be
you?
so angry with you.
It's been so long since we've seen Jack, Vane, and Anne in the same room, like working together.
Yeah.
Hallandale. Is that the Vane of the Vane? Is that the
What the fuck's he doing out there?
flag of the guy that we know is coming?
Lying in wait. All his band raised. Even Hallandale isn't stupid enough to leave a ship like that behind. He could have sent it back to Nassau with a few dozen men.
Miss Hallandale dead. Very dead.
Why are we going closer? See what's what?
Yeah.
They're in distress.
Yeah, but like, what if this is a trap? More likely it's a
What's our
trap.
course to close with that? We lose our advantage in this wind. There's a good chance that that ship we're about to approach is quiet because all its men are below deck with a plague.
Why would we approach it?
Literally.
You think I should have tried to talk you out of this?
Yeah. You rally the men to fight behind the idea. But these are days in which all of NASA must stand together.
Either that means something or it doesn't.
Okay, it's their
How
pirate.
the hell would I argue the latter, just so we could avoid a delay?
These days, any man who can sell a black flag and get 10 fools to follow it can take a prize. They can take it because the fear that I and men like me have instilled in their prey. But they can't do what I can do. They're not built for it. And sooner or later they'll be exposed. Any fool who followed Hallandale deserves whatever end they got in his company. The strong among us must stand together and face it. But the fools and the pretenders, they were never truly among us to begin with.
No.
As their quartermaster, it's your decision. But that's how I might have argued it to my men. To avoid unnecessary delay.
God, he has become so hardened. I mean, he always was, but like, it feels even worse now.
It really feels worse.
Like, I hope it's not a plague. Like, we can fight
Or
off
trap,
anything,
or
but like, if it...
Damage.
No, we need to think about it. We need to think about it, guys. I don't think we should have been doing this.
Sweep the hold.
Ah, there's... What? Okay. Well, if you're going first, there's no plague on the ship. So... It's a trap. By who? There just doesn't even seem like anyone's on the ship. Is something gonna explode?
Is there a desk there?
He seems dead from what? Maybe fucking hold something over your nose. But just like one person. Where's the rest of the crew? Ah, he killed himself.
Mm.
Why? Oh?
He was
Tied?
captured, yeah.
Oh. This is like fucking Lord of the Rings. We die, we die alone.
We die alone, we die alone, we die alone.
Hope it's not foreshadowing. What? Can you figure something out? Because I don't know what's happening. Is something coming from the other side?
What? Why is your face changing
Is
like
something
that?
coming from the other side! Something's coming from the other side. The guy from the beginning.
Yeah, the one who killed the brothers?
Every man, all the sides of Maroon.
What does maroon
We go to
mean?
this much effort to do it in deep water, rather than keeping the ship. How the fuck would they do that?
Trap.
We need to get out of here. Easy. Get out of here now. She's a hunter. Carrying 50 guns, maybe more. There's no point of sail on which we can outrun her.
I told you this before you go into the ship. Well, it's not like you're gonna die, so.
So, yeah, something good has to happen.
In another time, in another place, they would call me a queen. I built this from nothing. And none of it is real.
What ain't real about it?
Because it is built upon things I cannot control, cannot predict. It is built on sand. And when the day comes when that foundation shifts, when civilization returns, do you know what they will call me then? The whore that lost everything.
You're saying this ain't real?
Of course it is. Everything is dependent upon that gold, and right now it is sitting in a fort with no guns and full of holes.
Charles is going to agree to Jack's plan. In a month, the fort will be whole.
Made so by slave labor?
I think Vane should go and threaten the
Jack
men.
has not been able to persuade men to repair the fort. It is even less likely he will be able to persuade them to defend it. I am saying that if England were to return right now, there is nothing to stop them from capturing that fort. And so long as that gold is inside it, they will be capturing our futures along with it. The gold must be removed from the fort whether Jack wants it or not.
And put where?
You're getting awful close to doing the one thing you said you never do.
Make you go against Jack?
Don't ask me to take sides between you and him. There's a reason it's up there in the first place. There's no other place to put it and secure it.
Not in its current form, no.
Melt it?
Closing in, making sure he doesn't miss.
Look, we might be surprised.
We have to be surprised.
I think Flint knows him.
That man is a goddamn answer for everything. He's working on an answer for this.
There's not one person that doesn't believe that.
Oh my god, the way he talks.
He is made to be captain. He is made to be fucking king, you know.
Yeah. The way he moves the masses. I feel like we're on a bigger ship. Okay.
We come in peace. Fucking George.
Yeah.
Ah! Oh, you fucking bitches. No, we refuse.
Surrender, and I am authorized to offer you full, unqualified pardon.
Okay, let's go with it.
You think I'll take it? There'll be no battle today. The disadvantage is too great. For what price surrender? To beg forgiveness from a thing that took my woman from me? My friend? Murdered her. Displayed her body for their amusement. I can walk away from this fight if I just sign my name beneath a solemn oath, never again to do violence against it.
Some things deserve violence.
Not after all it has taken from me. Not after all it has taken from you. I will do great violence against them. They say they will pardon us all. But I say, to offer to pardon something one fears is the act of a coward. Do any of you want to surrender to men who fear you? Lay down arms in a battle that we are winning? Not at all. Fuck Benjamin Hornigold, his king, and their partners. This war isn't nearly over.
We're not fighting. We're not surrendering. So what are we doing?
We're going that way. It's a ship killer. Then he'd be mad to follow us into it then, wouldn't he?
What was that there? Was it a town or was it the storm?
I think a storm, yeah.
Now.
Oh, so when they go into positions of fire, yeah. It's a storm.
What the hell is he doing? You'll end up in the middle of that storm.
We're leaving it up to the gods.
It is hard to pause, make a cost to pursue.
It isn't just him. Captain Hume said it took him every ounce of leverage he could muster to secure his 10 partners. And now they want to go a whole day together.
Maybe Flint's right. Maybe they are getting nervous.
Or maybe someone else secured it for him. No, someone larger than Hume or Hornigold. Someone to whom the rules, as we understand them, don't apply. Flint was right about one
The
thing.
first guy?
This is only the beginning. Something else is coming.
They're starting the season by entering a storm. I feel like this is a metaphor for the rest of the season. Is that what's coming? Oh no, is this Eleanor?
Oh, fuck. 100%,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a blonde.
Yeah.
My girl.
Baby girl.
For years, you lorded over the operations of hundreds, if not thousands, of hardened pirates. How exactly were you able to manage this? Accused. One day at a time, I suppose. So you can imagine how difficult it was for me to arrange it so that I could say, I am the one who set her free.
Exactly.
My name is Woods Rogers,
Woods Rogers.
and I am the next governor of New Providence Island.
Oh, what?
Next governor.
Assuming I can subdue her.
You cannot.
That's where you come in.
Yeah.
I'm to set sail for the West Indies in 2 days' time. But the one element I lack is knowledge. Someone who understands NASA and can help me know what I'm going to find there. If you agree to be that person for me, your sentence will be commuted and the charges against you released. The list. The names of those on the island who could be made allies. Those who would be harder to sway.
I want to civilize NASA. That is the only name you need concern yourself with. So as he is alive, you cannot succeed.
Which one do you think it is, Vane?
Fuck.
Absolutely not.
Oh, love him. Need to find out more.
Oh, I knew he was also like an orphan.
Yeah, of course, but like
working for that guy, being his slave.
Yeah.
You know I take no pleasure in it. If there were any other way,
Jack, I don't give you any pleasure.
You'll be dead.
I will kill you right now.
I killed you the moment you suggested it.
Oh god, what is this friendship?
I place it 50 years hence, and when I'm long gone, would force the world to acknowledge Jack Rackham was here. I swear to God, when I sit here long enough, I can hear it laughing at me. You don't have to be here, you know. I have made it clear to all involved they are to be treated fairly.
You think if you refrain from beating them, it's any better? Isn't the violence? Isn't the labor? Or the hunger? You know what those men fear right now? It's the unknown. Lash that comes from nowhere, for reasons never explained. But I remember their fear. Right now, I feel it returning. What we're doing here, sitting on Spain's gold on England's island, demands a response. What that response will be, what form it will take, what face it will wear. By the time we do know it, there will be no time to prepare for the blow that follows.
How many ships are those?
Boat?
Yeah. Who?
Where?
Is it the Vane place? Isn't that where Vane came to the guy? I don't know.
Let's see. Maybe it's the guy from the beginning?
Maybe. They just look like that place from the distance.
I wonder if you can help me locate an old friend of mine.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
His name's Charles Vane.
That is not the friend that I thought you were gonna look
Me
for.
neither.
I thought it was gonna be fucking Flint's friend.
Flint, of course.
What do you mean, old Vane?
No
What?
friend of mine, Charles.
But
Vane.
like, I feel like he came to the place that Vane came from, where he
Maybe.
recruited the guy. That's
Maybe.
how it looked like a bit.
Maybe, but like you know, all the places look the same to me.
And
so
that's
I
true.
have
It's like
no
it's on the
idea.
fucking water.
Yeah.
It's like a beach.
Exactly. So, but like potentially, if he came to the same place, and he did say Charles Vane, an
friend.
old friend of mine, and we did find out things. I mean, alluded to things about Charles in this episode.
About him being a slave as well.
Yes, and how he felt.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
We started season 3.
How long has it been? 2-3 months? What did they say?
I think they said few months or something like that. I don't remember if they
Enough
said it exact.
months for John to grow a beard and hair, and for
I mean,
Flint
he
to
had
cut his.
long hair. He
He
had a
did,
bit
but like
beard
his
here,
is
but
now
like,
more
yeah.
long, and his beard and mustache is fuller.
Yeah.
So enough time to do all that.
Yeah, and Flint to cut all of it.
Yeah.
Which was easier. Easier task to do.
That could have been done yesterday.
Yesterday,
and
exactly.
today he could have looked like this. Makes sense, you know how like your heart breaks and you go get a haircut. He's just one of the girls. Which character do I begin with?
Yes, this season has started with the new storylines.
Yeah.
For every character.
Yeah.
This episode was a bit relaxed. Or not really. I don't know how to explain.
Yeah, but like we watched this in 9 and 10. This was now a picnic.
Is exactly
this
that's
was
what I
fine.
wanted to say. Like then after watching 9 and 10th episode, this was very relaxing.
Yeah,
you know.
We met 2 new characters, at least 2
One
names
is the guy
that we mentioned.
that's friend of Wayne.
Vane. That guy, that's the part that I didn't understand in the beginning. Like he was saying something about like Mary didn't tell you or whatever, that like something about some raid that is a pirate raid. And at that point I'm trying to figure out, is he like a pirate or is he like something in the army, or is he something in the army but working in the army because he's a pirate and benefits that way, you know what I mean? I couldn't figure out what he was. But like he's some type of a pirate, I'm gonna assume. Like whether he is like working, because I missed a line. I'm gonna see it when I edit, like it's fine. No, I won't, because we need to watch 2 more episodes and I'm gonna edit this in like 2 weeks. So when will I actually know? I will not find out by the time that we need to watch the next 2 episodes. True. I guess the next episode gonna become clear. I mean, if he fucking knows Vane, he's some type of pirate.
In the past, he was known as Teach or something like that.
Teach.
But like again, we did find out some things. We are concentrating a bit on Vane's storyline, which I'm very happy about, honestly. I mean, we've been waiting for this. I expected it to happen in the second part of the show,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because like I remember the comments in season 1 that many people said like later in the show, I really started to love him. You know, I liked him in the beginning, but like he grew as a character later, you know?
Yeah.
And so like I kind of forgot a bit about that, so like I concentrated more about like, oh, what John's backstory is gonna be, that I didn't really think about Wayne's.
Me too.
So like I am very happy that this is happening and I'm excited. So like I think this guy could be also influential in some ways. It doesn't have to be. He doesn't really have to be. Like we still don't know his story, you know? But like we did concentrated a bit about how that Wayne was a slave in the past and how he feels about them capturing and using slaves in repairing the fort.
Yeah.
And then we meet this guy who was his friend in the past, who potentially did come to a place where Vane was slave as well, because like
it looked a bit like that.
If it is that place, it does look to me as well, because like it has
it looks like a bit of a jungle next to
jungle, and there is some places and people work there.
Looked a bit like that. I'm not quite sure, but it
so
did
like
look like that.
He knows Vane from that
there.
place, so like potentially he was also from that place. Again, doesn't have to be true, could be, you know?
Like it's dawned on me in this episode, and I don't know why it didn't click for me before. Maybe I was not giving Vane's character enough thought outside of his like relationship with Eleanor in season 2, you know, because like that is like where we like saw most of his humanity, you know. But like I don't think we ever really, let's say, talked about what necessarily happened in like season 1 when he went to there to take like the crew that he took from that place. Like he told them that they can be like free men. He has always said that he does not want to like why he was like opposing this idea of legitimacy is because like he did not want to be under basically any other man.
Yeah.
Like he did not want to be a slave again, you know. And like I don't know why I didn't like connect his unwillingness to go along with continuing being a part of the colonial rule or whatever, how he did not connect it to where his past is and where he comes from.
I would say we're not the smartest.
No, I think we're kind of dumb.
Exactly, especially because I remember that we did talk about him potentially being a slave or something like that when those scenes were happening. Remember him looking over and seeing a child who was working?
Remember that.
We know that child is a slave. He's not working because like he wants to do those things, you know. And we know how he fought against that guy who was, I guess, his owner is that a word, or he's working for him or whatever, you know, how he felt about him. So yeah, I don't know how we didn't connect that.
Really,
we didn't think much about it, honestly.
No. And
because
so
it was there. It was very clearly
it was
there.
It was
the
there.
second that we saw how he feels about slaves, immediately clicked. Oh my God, he always talks about being free and how, you know.
Yeah, because like when they first started, like when we saw that ship like throwing slaves overboard, I was kind of confused as to what is happening now and like why Jack like knew that there was it was holding slaves, like that was like their cargo, and like didn't tell him. I was confused as to what we are doing there and like what is the purpose of this, and so like when they were talking about having to rebuild the fort by using slave labor and seeing that is the thing that Charles does not want to do. Oh my God, I'm calling him Charles. Is that,
I
like,
called
now
him
a term
Charles
of endearment now?
A few times,
like seeing how he reacted to that, I really liked it.
Is the next one gonna be Charlie?
My God,
I'm
Char.
joking.
Veiny boy. Again, seeing how he reacted to that made him again much more human and relatable.
I mean, I immediately said I love him.
yeah. We don't need much. We are kind of easy to be won over. I really hated the thing with the slaves.
Yeah, me
like
too.
Jack said that they have no other way of repairing that the fort, because none of the men really want to work, because the island is full of gold, and it's so much gold that like everyone kind of thinks that they don't have to contribute or whatever, do anything, and so it's very hard to get them to work. But I still think, you know, the place that they want to live in, because like right now the legitimacy is out of the window. We're not trying to be legitimate anymore. At this point we're just trying to be kind of our own nation, let's say, and fight them when they come. I'm all for that. I really never want them to be under colonial rule, because of the things that means. The thing with Nassau is I always thought that it can be a place where people can live in peace and be free, and be like able to be different, like be able to love who they love.
Exactly.
Like there is no such thing as slaves there. It is kind of, you know, how you would envision a perfect world if they created it there. They can like grow their own crops, they can make things, they can be self-sustaining potentially. And that's what I wanted from them. I think I understand the need to repair that fort and like repair it fast. And I understand that like these people aren't working. I think crossing that line of still using slave labor when that is not something that you
stand for,
that's not something that you stand for, is really like hypocritical. Because like what about next time? Like what about next time that something also is very, you really need to do it? Are you gonna cross that same line again? Because like there is no difference in making the men that are on your island, they're like right now drinking and doing whatever the fuck they want, making them work and making these men work. You know, the ones that are deemed slaves. I really don't like it. Again, like I can understand where they are coming from and like what world they are living in. Like no one there is taking any pleasure in it, nor are they making it like they're trying to treat them fairly. But like treating them fairly while telling them that they need to do that doesn't really exist. Like they don't have freedom, agency in that, you know. And so like it's a very awful situation. And I really like that Vane is kind of the one that was very much against it. I really like that for his character. So like it makes me very excited for what his character journey is gonna be, especially because like we are being introduced to someone from his past, which means that we're gonna delve more deeper into him as a character and who he is now outside of that relationship with Eleanor, because like that is kind of what we had mostly, what we, let's say, clung on to for his character in these previous 2 seasons.
That's with that, and the thing, his relationship with Eleanor is something that won us over to like him, you know, to care for his story and things like that. But like his storyline, what he has been through, his past and everything, is something that can make us really much care about him.
Yeah, this can,
and everything.
That won us over to like him, this can win me over to love him.
Oh, that's we crossed that bridge in this episode.
Love it.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I just like I can see the story
I
for
can
him.
see the potential, and it's gonna be very easy to be on board with it.
Of course, I agree. I think it
I
has
like
a big potential, especially because of that story that we also previously had with Eleanor and love he had for her. I just think all those things combine, especially now that because like again, even though I always understood his perspective, I never liked that perspective, you know. But like now when I completely understand where he comes from, it's so easy to be on board with it. I mean, I don't mean on board with it like for what he has stand for in the beginning before, you know. But like again, I did not connect the dots. You know what I mean?
Again, not much happening up here, guys.
Exactly.
Not
we
really
did
much
not
happening.
Understood it. We did not connected it, you know.
Yeah.
So like that was just some part of his character, but like now it makes perfect sense.
Yeah, I agree. I'm
now. It's exactly as Flint. Like I don't like his action, but like when I understand from what it comes from, I love him, and that is simply.
Yeah.
Exactly like this. He does want to be. He wants to be free. He does not want to be under anybody, and he's gonna fight for his freedom, no matter what.
I mean, he's gonna fight for everyone's freedom there, no matter what. And like that is something I get behind.
Yeah.
Like that is not something that I'm gonna be like, well, I understand your motivations, but I don't agree with you. I understand his motivations, and I agree with him. At this point, I do.
Yeah.
I really also like kind of the friendship between him and Jack.
I always
that
thought
disappeared after season 1 episode 4 or something. Like that went fucking in the water. You
but
know
like
what
in
I
the
mean?
beginning, I always thought it's gonna be the like.
Jack was very loyal to him.
Yeah.
I think Jack really respected him and liked him and cared about him. Like even him with the gold wanting to go to Vane. I think that was still like an indicator that he
trusted him, let's say.
Yeah, and so like I thought it was nice when we heard that like he was the one that stood between Flint and Jack, because Flint was like, I'm gonna fucking go and take your gold, and like however much Jack, like let's say betrayed the crew of Vane, I think Vane like still very much understood that the best man to have this gold to keep it was him. Yeah. Like the most reasonable one. Like I wouldn't give it to Flint nor to Vane. Like if you want to have gold for everyone to like, let's say try to be equal and find ways to work together, I give it to Jack.
Yeah, but like also and I think the thing with Vane is that like with Jack doing what he did with Anne, let's say being on her side, you know, in season 1, I don't think it's not like he couldn't understand it. It's like that he betrayed men on his ship. He was the captain of those men, you know. Yeah. So like there was no question what he should do. You know. Yeah. But like we saw instances where Vane would do the same for Eleanor. You know.
It was not lost on him.
Yeah, I really like the friendship, and I can't wait to see. Honestly, I love everything. I love all the people working together. We also about the gold had a scene with Max. And Anne, where they talked about
having to move the gold because like they're not fixing this fast enough. I mean, like now they are. Yeah. So like I don't actually know what's happening. Look, I'm fine with really anything as long as no one goes behind anyone's back.
Yeah, as long
like
as
I really don't
together.
care. Do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like maybe it's smarter to melt the gold, I'm gonna assume, and then store it somewhere else. Again, where else? I don't know. Like sure, melted, that's still a large fucking sum of gold. Where are you gonna put it?
Exactly.
I don't know. And so like I still think Fort is the best solution. They're fixing it. When is it gonna get fixed? I think they said that it's gonna need 8 weeks. I don't know how long anyone has been working on it.
I don't know.
And there's like ships about to depart.
That's what I'm saying. But like they said in this episode, I think a month.
A month more?
I don't know who said it. Like it was Anne who said like we're gonna need a month.
Okay.
I'm not sure who said it.
Sure, let's say they need a month more.
Or did
the
maybe
ships
Mac,
are about
Mac
to depart
said,
from England. There's a lot of ships.
I know.
If they come in 5 weeks, then we're okay. But like they're not gonna come in 5 weeks, they're gonna come in 3. You know? So maybe it's better to not move the gold if we cannot make it in time. But like they don't have that foresight. I know they're coming. They don't know that they're coming. Yeah. But like they should.
Are
you
they
know
coming
what I mean?
from London? Because technically
that'll take a long fucking time.
That would take 5 weeks, I would say.
I mean, is it? It should. Yeah, she should be in England and not one of the colonies. She should be in England, I think.
Yeah. London. They said she's going to London.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I don't really care where we keep the gold as long as everyone's speaking to each other. Because, like,
exactly.
who was it?
As long as everybody is on the same side.
Was it Vane that said that we have Spanish gold on English land?
Yeah.
Like, it's only a fucking matter of time before they come at us. And we need something to defend ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
And so...
And we need to work all together.
Yeah, just like, I feel like, again, that's perfectly fine, Max. Just go, like, tell your idea.
Yeah.
It's not like... Again, Jack is not an unreasonable person. If you say why you think that's better, if it's actually better, like, all of you just speak. Like, you know what I mean? Flint, Jack, Max, Vane, all of you want the same thing at this point.
Yeah.
Think about what is best for the gold. This cannot get fixed fast. Okay, what if we melt it and put it there? Let's think about that.
Yeah.
All of you are working on the same page. So this should not be too difficult. I'm sure it is gonna be. But like if you only spoke about it, we could, I'm sure, resolve many things.
Yeah.
So I hope you do. I hope you speak to each other. Because so far they are working together. As we thought they would.
Yeah.
Because like that's the only thing that will make sense.
Exactly.
Well, Flint is going and being a harbinger of revenge. Kind of. Like he basically said that whoever hangs pirates is kind of have to answer to him. He is going
and killing all of them.
Yeah, like he has found a new mission because he needs to
he
go
is
and
doing
like
all of that with his own bare hands.
Yeah, he needs to go and like do something violent. You know what I mean? Because he lost Miranda. Oh my God, the way that she told him, like, I see the face of the demons that are hunting him. None of them look like me. And now he's seeing her shot on the fucking floor. I don't like foreshadowing.
Me neither.
I don't fucking like foreshadowing.
I don't like
I didn't think that was foreshadowing when she said that to Eleanor. And now he keeps seeing her. Flint is very, very cold. He has really become, I mean, like we expected. I think he's just kind of dead behind the eyes, you know what I mean, at this point.
Yeah.
Which is always dangerous. And like you never know what he is capable of because of that. I mean, and he was already capable of many things that cross lines. But like, you know, even now, the way that he spoke, they were about to go to the ship. And like, sure, was it smarter not to go? Yeah. Because, oh, look, it's a trap. Who would have fucking thought? Yes, it is smarter not to go. I mean, first I was not even for them going, honestly. But like then they were mentioning that was one of their men. Not their men, but like one of the men from Nassau. One of the pirates. And maybe they were in distress. And again, if you're building this thing that is based on, let's say, some type of like, oh, we all help each other, then you have to go. That because like maybe they are just in need of help, and this way you would have let them potentially maybe die if there something was happening. And Flint sort of had this like Darwinism approach where it was like survival of the fittest. Again, I think we were talking about Vane having that approach, and ridiculously enough, it's not Vane, it's Flint. Talking about like if they chose to follow someone like that guy, whoever that guy is, basically they have what's coming to them. Which is like a very wrong way to look at any fucking thing. But like that's just where he is currently in this moment. And that's kind of where I expected him to be. You know, I don't think he is anywhere of like a sound mind. I think he is a very dangerous man now. And he is a man that like, I mean, maybe Nassau needs right now to make everyone fucking fear it. And that's why he is
the face that they do fear the most.
Like even John said, like basically, because of you now they even fear me. That it travels so far that like I have not even been in many of those like raids or whatever. Them. Yeah, basically
I would say none of them
and
now.
People fear me. You know, that's how far Flint's name travels.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that is just what is happening now with Flint, as expected. Like it's even sadder. But like he has lost Miranda now, so like he is really. But like the way that he gives his speeches, my God, I was like thinking he was saying that to the men on the ship about how like, do you want to surrender to these men who have done this and this? Like, do you want to surrender to the men that fear you? I was like thinking, if I just randomly walked up, no one has ever harmed me in any way, done anything to me, I have no revenge to seek. And I hear him talking like this, I'm like, I'm gonna kill them.
But like that's
I am going to kill them. Yeah,
that's what I told you since the beginning of the show. I remember he had one speech. I would say the one when they was going back on the fort.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
that was season 2, right? In
the
beginning. or something like that. I remember I listened. Do I agree with that? No. Would I follow him anywhere where he said yes?
He makes such a compelling argument.
He is the best.
That like in that moment, I would be willing to go and die.
I would be like, how do they dare do that to your woman? You know?
Absolutely. Like if the speech ended and I had an hour, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like what? How have I done this? It's like he hypnotizes you with his speech.
I agree.
Like that's the type of speeches that he gives. Any line that he says,
I agree.
I'm so compelled by it.
Honestly,
he hypnotizes me.
I am completely compelled by him. I just think the actor does an amazing job with anything, with everything. Honestly, with like we can see the switches between James and between Flint in every second.
You know how they always mention like nepo babies and anyone that has like a famous parent and like that's why they get their roles or anything. That I have never known that he was the son of Maggie Smith. You know why? Because no one would fucking dare to say this is nepotism.
Yeah.
Like no one would fucking dare to look at this acting and say that he got here through like
because of
connections.
Fascinating, and his voice also. No words. Like when he talks, like when he gives orders, when he does that, like it's phenomenal. Honestly, I just think the actor is doing a fucking I mean, many of them are. They all are, really.
Yeah.
But, like, he has a very hard role to task, you know?
Yeah.
We also have Eleanor. Had Eleanor in this episode.
Eleanor has no clue what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Eleanor has no clue what the fuck is happening with Nassau, and technically that they're all working together, and that no one right now wants to be legit for valid reasons. And they asked the guy that can offer for freedom, asked, like, who needs to be gotten rid of.
Like, what are the names of the people who would accept this and would be easy to persuade, and who would be the ones who would be hard to persuade? Let's say. And she basically said there is only one name, a person who
that would not accept
is gonna be
legitimate.
A problem.
Yeah, and like for all she knows how she left it, that is vague.
That is still the truth.
But like right now, everything has changed, my girl. Everything has fucking changed.
My perspective has changed.
You don't fucking touch Wayne. Let me just tell you. So she's gonna go on the ship with all of them to Nassau.
But not that.
In for a surprise.
Yeah.
What's gonna be happening there? I don't know.
I don't know.
I really don't know. I don't think this is.
But she's alive.
I guess.
Yeah.
That's good.
At this point, at least.
Yeah. John, if you do not get on those fucking crutches.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, boy. I mean, I'm so sorry. Like, I
love the story. I love the story
too.
Because, like, it's very real. It's very realistic, you know?
Yeah, like, he doesn't want to, like, get crutches. Not appear, like, weak on this ship of, like, hardened men and everything.
I don't think anybody would see him weak.
That's what I mean. But, like, that's his own insecurity.
He did. I think also he doesn't want clutches because he doesn't want clutches.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
I think he does not want to accept.
That's what I want to say.
That like he has now, let's say, this
disability.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like he does not have a leg right now.
I agree. I think that is the main reason why he is not accepting something like that. Yes, he doesn't want to be weak for himself, not for the man.
Yeah.
He would be the one who sees himself as weak.
Yeah.
You know, if he would to take clutches, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel very sorry for what he has been through and what he has survived, but like he's gonna get through it.
Yeah. No, he
just
need
time.
He is tough. Like he just like this is a very understand. Like he just lost his leg like 3 months ago.
Yeah.
It's a hard adjustment.
Yeah.
Like I think it's perfectly fine to be, you know, kind of still maybe in denial about it.
Exactly.
You know, I think that's fine. I just don't want him to continue being in pain. Like he is clearly in pain, trying to just like still walk with fake leg.
Yeah.
Basically, while his wound is not fully even healed.
Yeah.
So I just need you on crutches, boy.
Yeah.
I really do.
I don't know. That's pretty much it of what happened in this episode. I'm very excited to see again. Like right now, I'm the storyline that I'm most interested in is Wayne's to see.
Me too. Who would have fucking thought?
To see because like we're getting backstories. I always love backstories, you know, and to see how this guy knows him, you know, and because he said that he's old friend.
Teach.
So, yeah, Teach.
Teach sounds familiar for whatever reason. Is there a pirate Teach? But like, why would I hear of Teach?
I don't know. When he said it, it sounded familiar. Scary to me. I don't know why.
Do I Google it?
I'm not sure.
Pirate Teach. Should I like? Would that be spoilerish?
But you're already doing it.
I don't know if that's a spoiler.
Oh.
I mean, it's not just I mean, this doesn't tell me anything. I don't know. He's Blackbeard.
There is we know Blackbeard. Remember, he was very feared in the beginning, and did
they mention Blackbeard?
Yes, in this show.
I just know Blackbeard from like history.
No.
What did they say?
In this show, remember one of the first episodes, somebody was taken. John was taken to Blackbeard or something, and then women came.
Yeah, but that's the only so like like they know Blackbeard as well.
Yeah. So he's very famous.
So what was Navain's connection to him? Blackbeard.
God, we're gonna find out. He does have Blackbeard.
I mean, that's why they showed him in such like darkness. I was like, do I fucking know this guy? Like, why are they hiding him? But like they were showing the beard.
Interesting, honestly.
I mean, technically it's not a spoiler because people who know pirates better will know immediately that he's Blackbeard. So
we do not.
No, but
why you were Google? I was shocked by what you're doing. I was like, why are you doing that?
I didn't think it was gonna be that like. I just
wanted
to see if there's like a pirate Teach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but like it could have been anything else that's called Teach, and you just like that you know something from somewhere, you know?
Yeah, but like Teach is like very specific.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Teach is very weird.
Exactly.
Okay, Blackbeard. That's odd. Well, just because like I thought it was like some like kid from the orphanage as well, potentially, that rose up. I mean, Blackbeard could be that.
I think that could be a good story. No?
Yeah, but like just because Vane was talking about how he feels the fear of the unknown again.
Yeah.
And then they showed us Blackbeard, like it's coming again. So like it's not like he's friends. It's more like he fears him. No?
Maybe.
And so like if he would fear him, then they were not like pals in this place. I don't know. Does this one look older than Vane? I forgot his face.
I mean, sure, but like he could be old. I think slaves are from different ages. They don't keep them as like 15 to 18 here, you know.
Sure.
The thing is just that like he wasn't a slave owner, I guess, Blackbeard.
Yeah.
So like because we know who was owning him.
Yeah, that guy.
So in my opinion, I don't know.
Yeah, but like I don't know if Blackbeard is like stole cargo as in slaves and like maybe took it to that guy, you know what I mean? Like I don't know. I don't know if that is a thing because like pirates also steal.
I don't know, just because
people.
Like he knows Charles Wayne by name. Like he stole a cargo of slaves and handed it over, and now he knows one of the slaves' name.
True, that would not make sense.
Like nothing makes sense.
God, we need
like
to find
the story
out what
that seems the most is the one that like I said, but like I don't know if it's true
because like he came searching for him in that place where
exactly.
Charles Wayne used to be,
where we know that he has been slaved, unless he was there being next to the slave owner. But like again, that all makes no sense to me.
I don't know.
Just makes more sense that they survived something together. But like again, he now has a fear of unknown. I don't.
And then you show him.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just to throw us off, to make us think that something is bad.
Maybe
it's not bad.
Yeah, maybe because especially of the way it happened.
Yeah.
You know?
Because like Blackbeard is feared. Mm-hmm. Be on our side. We need help. Did you see the
he
amount
wants
of
to
ships?
Take Nassau, remember?
I mean, did he say take? He's just going to Nassau.
Oh, okay.
I mean, did he say it? I don't know.
Maybe not. Just like when he said, I'm going to Nassau, for me, maybe it meant take Nassau, you know? Because I remember we said, oh my God, scary, we don't need those problems, you know?
But he was in Bath, Carolina?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, are there pirates in Carolina? Like, that would not seem like a thing.
No.
I know nothing. I don't know
guys.
That's it.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you very soon. Bye.